Hey everyone, thought I'd give a few thoughts on both teams, Melbourne Victory and Melbourne City, and in a nutshell, the Melbourne Derby, which was on Saturday night. A great crowd considering the wet and cold conditions at Amy Park. Credit to Melbourne City, they got the job done, 2-0 the final score. Max Caputo scoring in the second minute. City striked early, didn't they? It was sloppy defence from Melbourne Victory, a turnover, City pounced on it, and Caputo with the class. What a goal it was. Just a great start for Melbourne City in the derby. For Max Caputo, that's his fourth goal in 4 A-League games this season. Absolutely remarkable from the young man. And another youngster who caught my eye in that second half was Peter Antoniou, who got his name on the score sheet, the young 18-year-old. And how good was the footwork from Takeshi Kanamori in the lead up to this play. It was all class. You just had to stand up and applaud for good football like that, no matter which team you went for. It's as simple as that. For Melbourne Victory, their defence, not only in this game, but throughout this season, there has been gaps in this victory puzzle, hasn't there? And not only defensively, but also in attack. What really amazed me in the derby was two players out there who were 30 plus years old, Jason Davidson and Juan Mata, are trying the hardest for the full 90 minutes. They're the ones creating the chances. They're the ones trying to carry this team. And I know Matt Grimaldi and Keegan Jelassic have been sensational this season and two of the highlights for Melbourne Victory. And let's just name 4 of them. Davidson, Matter, Grimaldi and Jelassic. Those have been the 4 stars for Victory and the 4 positives. Everyone else really needs to lift their weight. When they go forward, there's no polish. There's no, classy technique football, that finishing touch to get the goals. In the defensive line, there's gaps. There's no connectivity at times and constant communication. Jack Duncan, the goalkeeper, when's the last time he's taken a goal kick? Last time I saw, Roderick Miranda's always taking the goal kicks. Have you seen that on a constant occasion? Well, with Melbourne Victory, you have. It just feels like this team really need to get it together, and we're saying this every season, aren't we? Arthur Gillis, the head coach, said, looking back on the derby, there'll be plenty of positives. Well, that 90-minute performance, I struggled to find a few. It's as simple as that. People are calling for maybe John Aloisi to come in as the head coach. We know what he can do. He turns teams around. Watch this space. Interesting times ahead for Melbourne Victory. They're in 9th spot. Their only win was against Perth Glory. Let's face it, not the strongest opposition in the competition at the moment. Victory in 9th, need to do a lot of work to work their way up the ladder. Melbourne City, on the other hand, the reigning champs, top 4, great season so far. The 2 Melbourne teams, well, one's definitely going better than the other, aren't they? Round 5, fast approaching, Friday night. Enjoy.